Join me now is professional triathlete Jackie Arendt, into your third or fourth year as a professional triathlete?
Third year.
And this is your hometown here at Ironman, Wisconsin, 2013, but actually your first year racing it as a pro. Tell me your history with this race.
So I raced Ironman, Wisconsin as my very first Ironman in 2008, and I've raced here as an age grouper in 2008 and 2010. Both times were pretty good days for me. My very first one, I qualified for Kona, so I have positive memories of this race, just haven't done it as a pro yet.
And you're very familiar with this course. What do you like about this course, what it has to offer to you as an athlete?
I like generally challenging bike courses, and this is definitely one of those. I love a one-loop swim. Since we changed to one loop, that's going to be awesome. And I love the crowd support on the run, especially being from here and knowing so many people, all the local tri clubs and friends, and it's just going to be really fun, and I'm excited for that.
Talk about your progression as a professional triathlete and maybe your first year compared to your third year on how you approach races and maybe your training workload.
Yeah, so my first year as a professional, I had a really awesome year of racing, but I was also working full time. I was extremely busy and stressed out and wasn't putting in a ton of training hours, but I was racing really well. And I think that was I'm still improving, but that was a great starter year. Since then, I've had a little bit of ups and downs with injury and just adjusting. I quit my regular job, and so I'm full on triathlon, and adjusting to that takes a little bit of time, and I think finally this year I'm on track. I feel good about where everything's at and where my body's at, and I had a great race in Canada a few weeks ago, and it's good to finally feel like I'm back in good form and feeling like I was feeling in 2011. So I feel like I got my spunk back and I'm good now.
You've had a couple of, I don't know if it's a handful or just a couple of second place finishes at the Ironman distance. That's got to give you some confidence. I know at Ironman Louisville a few years back, or maybe it was just last year, you didn't have a lot of training going into it and you still finished second. How is your form right now in preparation for this Ironman in Wisconsin?
Much better. I was in some rough condition going into Louisville last year. I was kind of injured and running twice a week, about 40 minutes at a time, and my body was just not having it, so I was biking a lot, and really that's where I realized so much of this is just bike fitness. And if you're good and solid on the bike and your head's on right, you can have a good Ironman. And that's what somehow I held on and had a great race in Louisville last year, and that race made me a lot tougher. And this year I've been training my runs back up to full speed, and I'm getting my long runs in, and everything's good. So it's amazing to go from not being able to run to being able to get back to your run training. It makes you realize how much you love running, and it's been really fun.
We've interviewed a couple of times over the last few years, and this is the most confident and positive I've seen you before a race. How are you feeling about your chances on Sunday?
Well, I've seen some statistics, and I have something like a 34% chance of winning.
Wow. Based
on some statistics I've seen, but that's on Twitter, so I'm not sure how reliable it is, but we'll see. I feel like there's good girls here, so it's just whoever puts together the most solid race and hangs on. So that's it. That's how it is at every Ironman. Like, whosever day it's going to be their day. And, I know how to race Ironman. I'm feel pretty sure about racing Ironman. So if I can just put together a good day and see what happens, that's all I can do.
How much would it mean to you, and how special would it be to win this race here in your hometown?
That'd be insane. I don't know. I like you said, I have had a few second places here and there, and it feels good to get second. So I can imagine it would feel really, really good to win. I don't like to think about that necessarily, because gosh, you never know what'll happen, but it would be amazing.
Well, Looking forward to your performance on Sunday. Good luck to you, Jackie.
Thank you. Thanks.